Did you know that Starbucks, the kingpin of coffee, didn't initially sell brewed coffee but only coffee beans? Yes, that's right. Starbucks, synonymous today with an irresistible cup of morning brew, didn't start out that way. Let's rewind to the year 1971. In the heart of Seattle, Washington, a single store opened its doors, its shelves stocked with coffee beans and not the familiar cups of ready-to-drink coffee we associate with Starbucks today. This was the humble beginning of a brand destined to become a household name across the globe. The founding trio behind this venture were Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker. Interestingly, they were not coffee connoisseurs or business tycoons, but rather just three friends with a shared love for high-quality coffee. Their aim was simple: to sell top-notch coffee beans and equipment. And so, Starbucks was born, named after a character in Herman Melville's classic novel, Moby Dick. In its initial years, Starbucks was far from the cafe-style coffee shop we know today. It was a retail store where customers would buy coffee beans to brew at home. The aroma of freshly roasted beans was the only coffee smell in the air. The founders sourced the best beans, roasting them to perfection, and educating customers about the different flavors and roasting techniques. Yet this was just the beginning. The founders could hardly have imagined that their single store would evolve into a global coffee empire spanning continents and cultures, touching millions of lives every day with the simple pleasure of a perfectly brewed cup of coffee. The story of Starbucks is a testament to the power of passion, quality, and the willingness to evolve with changing consumer tastes. It's a story of how a small coffee bean store in Seattle transformed into a global phenomenon, redefining the way the world enjoys coffee. From a single store selling beans to a global coffee empire, the journey of Starbucks is nothing short of remarkable. And as we'll see, the journey is as fascinating as the brand itself. So let's delve deeper into the Starbucks saga in the coming scenes. Stay tuned. Enter Howard Schultz in 1982, the man who transformed Starbucks into the household name we know today. As the newly appointed director of marketing at Starbucks, Schultz's role was initially focused on overseeing the marketing and retail operations of the company. But it was a trip across the Atlantic that would change the trajectory of his career and the future of Starbucks forever. On a voyage to Italy, Schultz found himself enamored with the vibrant coffee culture in the city of Milan. He marveled at the bustling espresso bars that seemed to be on every corner, places where people gathered not just for a quick caffeine fix, but for conversation, for connection, for a moment of respite in the middle of a busy day. The Italian coffee houses were more than just businesses. They were integral parts of the community, woven into the fabric of daily life. Schultz was captivated by this Italian cafe culture and began to dream of bringing a taste of it back to America. He envisioned a place where people could come together over a cup of coffee, a place that served as a third place between work and home. This was a radical departure from the existing Starbucks model, which was essentially a retailer of coffee beans and equipment. Back in Seattle, Schultz began to infuse his vision into the company. He introduced the concept of serving freshly brewed coffee in the stores, a move that was initially met with resistance. But Schultz was steadfast in his vision. He believed that Starbucks could be more than a coffee retailer. It could be an experience, a place of connection. And so, the modern Starbucks model was born. Schultz's vision of creating a third place became the guiding principle of the company, shaping everything from store design to employee training. The essence of the Italian cafe culture was transplanted to American soil, and the results were extraordinary. Schultz's vision began to percolate through the company, setting the stage for the Starbucks we recognize today. It's a testament to the transformative power of a single idea and the tenacity of one man who dared to dream big. In 1987, Starbucks took a leap of faith and began its meteoric rise. This was the year that Howard Schultz, the man behind the company's vision, bought Starbucks and set in motion an aggressive expansion plan that would forever change the landscape of coffee culture. Schultz's strategy was clear: to transform Starbucks from a regional coffee roastery into a national and eventually, a global phenomenon. But how did he do it? It all started with a focus on domestic growth. Schultz believed that before Starbucks could conquer the world, it first had to win the hearts of Americans. His tactics were twofold. First, Starbucks targeted prime locations in high-traffic, high-visibility areas. Then, it saturated these areas with stores, a strategy known as clustering. This approach not only increased brand visibility but also made getting a Starbucks coffee incredibly convenient. By the late 90s, Starbucks was opening an average of 2 new stores every day across the United States. Once Starbucks had a firm foothold in the US, the company set its sights on the global market. The international expansion was strategic and measured, with Starbucks initially entering markets that had a strong existing coffee culture such as Japan and the United Kingdom. The company adapted its offerings to suit the tastes of local consumers while still maintaining its distinctive Starbucks feel, a balance that proved key to its international success. And it worked. From its humble beginnings as a single store in Seattle, Starbucks has grown into a global powerhouse with over 30,000 locations in nearly every corner of the world. The Starbucks logo with its iconic green mermaid has become a universal symbol, as recognizable as the golden arches of McDonald's or the swoosh of Nike. But the Starbucks phenomenon isn't just about numbers. It's about a consistent, high-quality experience that customers have come to expect, no matter where in the world they find themselves. With a blend of strategic locations and a consistent experience, Starbucks had brewed a recipe for success. Starbucks doesn't just sell coffee, it sells an experience. Indeed, Starbucks has long promoted a concept known as the third place. This isn't your home or your workplace. It's a comfortable, welcoming spot where you can take a breather, catch up with friends, or just enjoy a cup of your favorite blend. It's an idea that resonates with many, and it's become a cornerstone of the Starbucks brand. The third place isn't just about the physical location. It's about the ambiance, the atmosphere, the feeling you get when you step into a Starbucks store. From the warm lighting to the inviting furniture, every element is designed to make you feel at home. But what truly sets Starbucks apart is the attention to detail in its customer service. The baristas at Starbucks are more than just employees. They're your friendly neighborhood coffee experts, ready to recommend a new blend or whip up your usual order with a smile. They're part of the experience, part of what makes Starbucks, well, Starbucks. The company's dedication to creating a unique customer experience goes beyond the stores. It's ingrained into the brand itself. Starbucks isn't just selling you a cup of coffee, it's selling you a moment, a break from the daily grind, a chance to treat yourself. And that's a powerful proposition. This focus on the overall experience rather than just the product is something Starbucks has pioneered. It's an approach that has resonated with customers around the world, and it's a big part of why the Starbucks brand is so strong today. What's more, this commitment to the customer experience has helped Starbucks weather the ups and downs of the market. When you're selling more than just a product, when you're selling an experience, you're not just a coffee shop. You're a destination. You're a part of people's daily routines. And that's a position any business would love to be in. So, as we sip our lattes and cappuccinos, let's remember, Starbucks' success isn't just about the coffee, it's about the connection. The Starbucks journey is rich with lessons for every business enthusiast. Let's distill those lessons from this coffee giant saga that shaped its worldwide success. First, the vision. Howard Schultz's vision to recreate the Italian coffee house culture in America was the compass that guided Starbucks' growth. It was not just about selling coffee, it was about creating a third place between work and home, a place for community and connection. This vision was the cornerstone of Starbucks' brand and its success. It teaches us that a compelling and clear vision can be a powerful catalyst for a business's growth. Next, we have the power of branding and customer experience. Starbucks didn't just sell coffee, they sold an experience, a lifestyle. They transformed a simple commodity into an indulgent luxury. Their stores, their baristas, their language, everything was carefully curated to create a unique and consistent brand experience. This is a potent reminder that customer experience is not a mere aspect of your business. It is your business. It's the brand that builds loyalty and turns customers into advocates. And lastly, the role of strategic expansion. Starbucks' growth wasn't haphazard. It was careful, strategic, and methodical. They started slowly, built a strong base, fine-tuned their model, and then expanded aggressively. They knew when to push and when to hold back, when to innovate, and when to stick to their roots. This underlines the importance of strategic planning and execution in business growth. But keep in mind, Starbucks wasn't built overnight. It was the result of years of perseverance, hard work, and strategic decisions. It's a testament to the fact that success is not an event, but a process. Starbucks' story serves as a potent blend of vision, strategy, and execution. A perfect brew for any aspiring entrepreneur.